Alright, everyone. So, I put a poll up and I asked if you wanted to see my Hand of God guns, the 1911s, or the Fit Special. And the one that got, I'm going to do videos on all of them, but the one I'm going to do first is the Hand of God guns because that's the one that got the most votes. So, what I have here, really nice rig I got. And this is one of my Hand of God gun holsters with the gun in it. This was made, I don't remember who made this now. It was bought on Etsy. They did a beautiful job on it. I had so much fun doing this gun and inlaying the grips on it that I wanted to do a second one. And I wanted it cross draw, and I wanted another Hand of God holster made, but the guy that made it wasn't interested in trying to make it cross draw or none of that. And I couldn't find anybody that would try and match the color and everything. So a guy I know has his own leather business, makes all kinds of leather products, not just holsters, but it's called Legendary Custom Leathers and Designs. He made a cross draw holster and matched the actual scrolling almost perfectly. The color's a little bit darker, but that will fade. But he did it in cross draw, and it sits at about that much of an angle for my second one. Both of these are Pietas. See if I can get that in there, get it to focus. Come on. But these are the Hand of God crosses laid into the grips. The grips are walnut, but they were stained. The light makes them look more brown, but these are almost black. And they were stained with actually, I can't remember if it was the Wild Snapper or Plowboy's Ghost that told me you can use black leather dye to stain the grips to give them that ebony look. One of the subscribers did send me some ebony, and I'm going to make some custom grips with that. But this is the Pieta Pistolero. This one is Taylor and Company, and the other one is a Cimarron Arms. These are 4 3/4 inch barrel, gunfighter length barrels. Both of them have beautiful case color hardening. On it. It's hard to see in this video. The lighting in here kind of sucks. Beautiful bluing. These are my favorite of my single actions. As far as actually being a good gun. My favorite as far as looks goes is the 1872 open top. But after shooting mine for a long time and shooting buffalo bore ammo in it, which is supposed to be at standard pressures, and I'm sure it is, but it was too much for my 1872 open top, and it caused the arbor to come loose. It's fixable, didn't hurt the gun. I just haven't gotten around time to fix it. But I realized you can't shoot that hot of a load in them, where this can handle the hotter loads, as long as you're not trying to load them up to like 454 Casull or nothing. I used the Plowboys load, as a bunch of us call it, like 11 Bang Bang and Wild Snapper and that, which is 45 Colt brass, 40 grains of black powder. I use 777, just my preferred one, with a 255 grain hard cast bullet. These guns balance beautiful. They shoot good. They're not target guns, but they're true fighting guns, and I love them. They're just. I like all guns. You guys have seen, if you've been with the channel a long time, even though YouTube terminated the other channel, I like ARs, I like AKs, I like SKSs, I like some automatic pistols, but my very favorite of pistols is the single action revolvers. Just something about them, probably because I grew up watching old westerns and that. I love them. This gun, or the gun that I copied, was the first time I seen it was in 310 to Yuma, the new version with, I believe it was Russell Crowe playing Ben Wade. He used this gun in that movie, or one similar to it. I just really thought it was a beautiful gun and I wanted my own, and then I liked it so much I actually wanted a second one. The brass backstrap and trigger guard, and this is brass. Um, the light doesn't show it well, but it's actually, now it's black. I learned this trick from Plowboy's Ghost. Used cold blue, blued the brass, and then I used a clear lacquer to coat it to help keep the bluing from wearing off the brass, because it seems to wear off really easy. These are 45 Colt. They are loaded. I don't have any unloaded guns. I'm going to unload it for this video. That's the 45 Colt 255 grain hard cast bullet. A little closer view of it. Really stout round. Like it. The reason why I like these Pietas, for one, they're the 4-click hammer. I don't know if you can hear that. With the fixed firing pin, they're about as true to the traditional Colt that you can get. Peacemaker, as far as clones go, that I know of. Pieta really did a good job on these. I mean, the timing on this thing right out of the box is beautiful. It has a lightened hammer spring from the factory. It's extremely light. The trigger's extremely light. And, I mean, the trigger pull on it is just beautiful. Something else I didn't know until I did the Hand of God grips on the first one. They no longer have the old flat spring hand spring that's prone to breaking on the single action clone copies and that, and even the single action Army originals. They actually use almost like an AR spring on this side going through the frame, a coil spring and detent for a hand spring. Makes these guns way just extremely more reliable than what they were. That hand spring is prone to break, or at least from my experience and other people I've talked to in Colt style single action revolvers. I really still love these guns. And the cool thing about it is the Colt grip is actually kind of small. But when I put these Hand of God crosses in, if you look, they fit right in the palm swell. And this gun barely moves now when you shoot it. Even with hot loads, it doesn't rock up in your hand nearly as much as it used to. I mean, it really makes for a nice grip on it. These Hand of God crosses I got from, I can't remember the guy's name, but if you put Hand of God crosses in on eBay, you can find them. He's got really good deal on them. Really nice guy. I've bought 2 sets for this, and I even put a set on an AR. So I bought 3 sets from him in the last 2 years. There's absolutely nothing about these Pietas that I don't like. They really did a good job on these pistoleros. I mean, these are tuned right from the factory, whether you get it from Uberti or Taylor's, or whether you get it from Taylor's or Cimarron, they are just beautifully tuned right from the factory. Don't know what more else I can say on this other than I did unload it. You guys seen that? We don't want to have any Alec Baldwin incidences here. I don't want to Alec Baldwin somebody in the next room. Um, as far as the weight, the balance, like I said, I've never had the opportunity to fire a real Colt or handle one, you know, single action army. But this is just, to me, the 4 3/4 inch barrel is perfect for the balance of the gun, for the everything. I mean, obviously, with the sights that it has, I'm sure there's people that can shoot longer ranges with it, but for me, these are just close up, home defense, fighting guns. What else can I say about it? I did wear that rig with both these guns to the Second Amendment March here in Michigan, and there was people walking up taking pictures. I actually had a couple cops stop me and asked me if this was a matching set of guns. I said yes. I did the grips myself. The cop actually asked me if I would pull it out and show it to him. Um, and I actually had to ask him, "Are you trying to set me up? If I pull this out, are you going to get me from brandishing?" And I actually made somebody videotape them saying no, they wouldn't get me for brandishing because I just don't have a whole lot of trust in police anymore. But that's beside the point. But these guns really seem to draw a lot of attention, and I like it. So if you were looking for a single action army type clone, these are not going to, the pistol arrow does not come with the crosses and the grips. They come with a regular light colored walnut grip. But if you're looking for just a really nice single action army clone, I'd highly recommend the Pieta pistol arrow. Like I said, both of mine have been beautiful. They shoot really close to where they're supposed to. It 15 to 20 yards, 20, I think 25 yards is the farthest I've shot them. They shoot pretty good. Like I said, the bluing on them, the case color hardening on them, everything on them, the finish is beautiful. I just wish that they offered the pistol arrow with a steel back strap and trigger guard. They don't. It's just brass. Eventually, I will buy blued steel trigger guards and back straps for both of these guns. And then when I redo them, I will use the wood that was sent to me to make some beautiful ebony grips for both of them, real ebony, and get new crosses and re-inlay the crosses. But that's where I'm at with it. Beautiful guns, love them. I appreciate everybody that has joined up with the new channel. You're going to see all kinds of guns on this channel. You're going to see single action guns. You're going to see ARs. You're going to see an Uzi, shotguns. I mean, pretty much the only thing you're not going to see on this at some point or another is a high point. I don't own any of them, and nobody I know owns any of them. I just think there's better guns out there. So, but if you're looking for a single action army clone, I can personally highly recommend the Pieta pistol arrow. Beautiful guns. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.